This tutorial video looks at the functionality of the spreadsheet tool and the calculator that are provided in certain parts of the FP&A exams. Many of the screens you will see in this video are provided in the exam tutorial. Screenshots of the full exam tutorial are available on AFP's website. In addition, a set of practice items is available on AFP's website to allow you to try out some of the functionality discussed in this video series. The task-based simulations in Part 2 are presented within a spreadsheet tool. The spreadsheet tool is also used when data sets are provided in the multiple choice items in Part 1 and in the case analysis problems in Part 2. To demonstrate the spreadsheet tool functionality in this video, we will be using a task-based simulation item. The spreadsheet tool in the FP&A exams works like many commercially available spreadsheets. Several features are available to help you navigate within the spreadsheet tool. Vertical and horizontal scroll bars are provided on the right side and bottom of the spreadsheet respectively to allow you to access all of the worksheet area. Each spreadsheet has 26 columns and 75 rows available. The arrow or tab keys can be used to navigate within the spreadsheet, and when you enter data in a cell and press the Enter key, the cursor will move to the cell in the next row below your entry. You can resize the column width or row height in the spreadsheet. To resize columns, click on the vertical line between the column headers. Hold down the left mouse button and drag the line to the desired column width. To resize rows, click on the horizontal line between the row headers. Hold down the left mouse button and drag the line to the desired row height. You can also change the column width or row height by clicking on the Format button on the top of the spreadsheet and working with the column width or row height options in the drop-down list. Several other controls for working with and formatting the spreadsheet are also found in the control panel in the upper left border of the spreadsheet. We'll discuss many of the controls in this video, and a description of these controls is also available in the Exam Functionality tab in the Help window, which you can access by clicking on the Help button located at the left side of the bottom navigation bar. Because you are able to modify cell contents using these controls, the first spreadsheet control icon that we will demonstrate is the Reset Problem icon. A word of caution about the spreadsheet tool: none of the spreadsheet cells are locked, so you are able to format and modify the contents of any cell in the spreadsheet. This includes cells in the problem statement, answer area, and data table. You should be careful not to change or delete data in these areas. However, if you do, you can restore the information by using the Reset Problem icon in the upper left portion of the control panel. It is important to note that clicking this icon will reset the spreadsheet to its original format. That means all of your work, including your answer for a task-based simulation item, will be lost if you click the Reset Problem icon. Let's look at some of the other control icons. The Cut, Copy, and Paste icons let you cut, copy, or paste any of the information in the spreadsheet. Note that if you copy from a cell with a formula, the Paste icon will copy the formula rather than the resulting value. The Format Brush icon allows you to copy the format from one cell and apply it to another cell. To use this, click on the cell whose formatting you want to copy, then click on the Format Brush icon, and then click on the cell you want to copy the formatting to. The formatting should be immediately applied when you click on the cell you're copying to. The Undo icon reverses the last entry or change made in the spreadsheet, and the Redo icon replaces an entry or change that has been undone. You can use the Zoom Control drop-down box to make the entire spreadsheet larger or smaller. The zoom size defaults to 100%, but if you click on the down arrow next to the 100% wording, you can choose from several zoom sizes, from 25% to 200%. The font size drop-down box allows you to set the font size in any cell. The default font size is 12, but your choice of font sizes ranges from 8 to 72. Just highlight the cell or cells that you want to change, and then click on the down arrow next to the 12 font size and choose the font size you want. The bold, italics, underline, and font color icons can be used to modify the appearance of the font in a selected cell. And the fill icon allows you to fill in the selected cell with a chosen color. The three alignment icons let you change the text alignment of the selected cell to be left aligned, centered, or right aligned, depending on which icon you choose. The last 5 icons let you change the formatting of numbers in a cell using a drop-down list of formatting options. If a drop-down list has a custom option, choosing that option will open the Format Cells window for even more choices. We'll talk about these number formatting icons as they appear from left to right. The decimal icon allows you to format numbers and set the number of decimal places displayed. The currency icon allows you to format numbers as currency. The percent icon allows you to format numbers as percentages. The fraction icon allows you to transform numbers that are displayed as decimals into their equivalent fractions. The date time option allows you to format cells to display dates or times. As with any formatting controls, it is important that you not use these number formatting controls to change the formatting in the answer boxes for the task-based simulation items, because the answer boxes are specifically formatted for the current item, and responses with incorrect formatting will be scored as incorrect. In addition to using the icons, you can use the Edit and Format drop-down menus in the top left corner of the spreadsheet to change or format cells in the spreadsheet. Let's look at the Edit drop-down menu first. The Undo, Redo, Cut, Copy, and Paste controls in the drop-down list work as we described for their equivalent toolbar options. The Paste Special control allows you to determine how to paste information that you have cut or copied. You can paste formulas, values, formats, or all of the above. The choice of all will paste the formula rather than the value if a formula is in the cell. The Find and Replace controls let you search the spreadsheet for text or numbers and replace them with text or numbers of your choosing. And the Select All control lets you select all cells in the spreadsheet. If a control has a keyboard shortcut, the shortcut will be indicated to the right of the control name in the drop-down list. For example, the Undo function can be accessed by using the Ctrl+Z keyboard shortcut. That is, holding down the Control key and pressing the Z key on your keyboard. Now let's look at the Format drop-down menu. The bold, italic, and underline controls in the drop-down list work as we described for their equivalent toolbar icons. The Cells control opens the Format Cells window, which allows you to change the number, alignment, and border formats for the selected cell or cells. The row and column controls allow you to change the row height and column width. As with the Edit Controls menu, keyboard shortcuts are indicated when they are available. Just below the toolbar icons, you'll find the command line. If you click on any cell in the spreadsheet, you can then use the command line to enter or edit data or formulas for that cell. After entering data or a formula into the command line, press the Enter key on your keyboard to enter the data or formula into the active cell. If you prefer not to use the command line, formulas can also be entered directly into a cell by clicking on the cell and then typing the formula directly into the cell. Either way, you enter a formula, keep these important tips in mind. Tip number 1. All formulas and standalone cell references must start with an equal sign. Tip 2. Your formulas can use standard mathematical symbols as well as many of the built-in functions that are allowed in commercially available spreadsheets. However, there is no function or formula wizard or lookup associated with the command line, and the spreadsheet does not autocomplete functions or formulas as you begin typing them into a cell or into the command line. If you need it, a searchable list of select spreadsheet functions and their related descriptions is available in the Spreadsheet Functions tab in the Help window, which can be accessed by clicking on the Help button located at the left side of the bottom navigation bar. The list provides information on financial functions, statistical functions, and math and trigonometry functions. Tip 3. Your formula can include cell references, which can be typed in, selected by clicking on a cell, or selected as a block of cells. To select a block of cells, click on the first cell, hold down the left mouse button, and drag the mouse over the cells to be included in the block. Once again, remember to start the cell reference with an equal sign. Before we finish discussing the spreadsheet tool, let's talk a little bit about number formatting and rounding. Throughout the exam, numbers are provided using a consistent format, which we will describe in just a moment. The spreadsheets within the exam are set to use this consistent number format rather than automatically using the local format for the country in which the exam is given. You must provide your numeric responses to task-based simulation items using this numeric format as well. The basic number formatting works like this. When formatting whole numbers, use commas to separate the thousands, or just type in the number with no separators. Do not use periods or spaces as separators. When entering numbers with decimal places, use a period to indicate the decimal point. Don't use a comma. The system will not recognize commas as decimals. All currency is in dollars. However, the dollar symbol is not indicated in the same cell as the dollar amount, but is instead provided within the row-column heading in a data set or in the field to the left of an answer box for a task-based simulation. Do not type dollar symbols into the numeric answer box. Numbers that are provided within the spreadsheets are already rounded to the appropriate number of decimal places necessary for them to be used in solving the problem. The unshaded cells in the internal work area of the spreadsheet will display numbers rounded to as many decimal places as will fit in the cell, but they will retain the unrounded value for calculation purposes. To display more decimal places, you can increase the column width. As noted earlier, some of the multiple choice items and case analysis problems may include a data set that uses the same spreadsheet functionality as we've demonstrated with the task-based simulation item. In addition, all multiple choice items and case analysis problems provide access to a built-in calculator. To access this tool, click on the Calculator button on the left side of the top navigation bar. Clicking on the Calculator button opens a standard 4-function pop-up calculator. You can move the calculator to a different location on your screen by clicking and dragging the top border of the calculator window. You can change to a scientific calculator by clicking on the Modes icon and then selecting Scientific. Click on Modes again and select Standard to return to the 4-function calculator. Please note that changing modes will erase any information you have entered into the calculator. You can enter numbers in the calculator either by using your mouse to click on the numbers or functions on the calculator itself, or by using your mouse to click in the calculator and then typing in the numbers using your keyboard. The calculator will retain your last work as you move between exam items unless you clear the calculator's memory or switch calculator modes, which will also clear the memory. To clear the standard calculator's memory, click on the On/C button. Clearing the memory in the scientific calculator is a little different. Click on the button on the upper left titled Second, which allows you to access the actions listed above each button. Then, click on the 0 button, which lists Reset above it as its second function. The screen will give you yes/no options, and you can enter the number 2 for yes. The words Memory Cleared will appear. To close the calculator, click on the X in the upper right corner of the calculator window. Thanks for watching this video on the functionality of the spreadsheet and calculator tools in the FP&A exam. We recommend watching the other tutorial videos in this series to learn more about the FP&A exams and their testing system functionality.